Hey there everyone, I hope you're rocking today. There's nothing worse than being at a job you are, at best, not inspired at, or at worst, want to stab your eyes out with pencils every waking minute. Sometimes you get forced into those jobs, sometimes it's your only option, and sometimes you just get stuck. In 2014, as the oil industry went into I took a job I really tried to care about, but just couldn't, no matter how gloomy the job market was. I learned some valuable lessons, and in this video, I'll be talking about the 5 top things I learned about being in a job that I hated. Before I get going, if you have any questions or concerns, or anything you want me to talk about, just leave them down below. Let's get rocking. Hi there, I'm Dr. Chris, a professional geoscientist, and in this video I'm going to be breaking a rule of the job market, and I'm going to be talking about a job that I hated. Moaning and crying about a previous job doesn't look good, and I'm going to try not to do that in this video. What I am going to do is share some valuable lessons I learned from wanting to stab my eyes out with pencils while sitting at a desk. Let's jump right in. Number 1. Willpower wasn't enough. No matter how hard I tried and put my nose to the grindstone, I just couldn't focus on the job. I went from a very academic setting where I was doing interesting stuff all the time. I was also pretty much in control of everything that I did, to a completely new environment to me, and that was a corporate setting where I was hired to do a specific job and I couldn't get out of it. It wasn't a bad job by any means, but I was completely bored at it. I just couldn't get focused. I think fear was more effective, and it was like fear of losing the job, because again, the oil industry was... I just couldn't use willpower to get myself to focus on the job. Number 2. My work was garbage. Now, I don't know of that for sure, but I think I was making a lot of mistakes, and that's because I really wasn't paying attention. It's not that I wasn't trying to pay attention, I just was so focused on the fact that I wasn't happy that I would end up having to do things multiple times. It was quite obvious to my supervisors and my higher-ups, and in all fairness to them, they tried to help me along, but I wasn't focused, I wasn't inspired, I felt like a little cog in a giant machine, so my work ended up being garbage. Number 3. Hating my job affected other areas of my life. I started losing interest in hobbies that I used to love. I'm sure I was more irritable at home, that's for sure. Didn't make for a good life experience at the time. I remember I'd get little spurts of interest here and there. I'd be like, I've got to get focused. These jobs don't grow on trees. But there were days where I woke up hoping that I would be sick that day so I could call in sick so I didn't have to go to work. Number 4. I actually got invaluable experience out of the situation. I learned about corporate life. I learned about what I didn't like about corporate life. The company actually had a great training program, which I took full advantage of. I learned that I probably don't ever want to go back to that sort of corporate life again. If that's what a big company was like, I don't know if I want to do that. I met some great people there, and I learned ultimately that I had to refocus on doing things that I actually wanted to do. Now, the full extent of that I didn't learn till a few months after I was canned, but that's the next video. Number 5. I learned that it was my own damn fault that I was in a job that I hated. I hadn't planned my working life very well at that point. I had been in academic life, I took it sort of easy, I did some cool research. I thought I would end up in a research facility. Those jobs are actually very competitive. And with oil in there weren't a lot of research jobs left. Could I have foreseen the crash of oil and planned my working life accordingly? I'm not sure about that, but I could have taken my academic career way more seriously and planned way better and been in a way better position. But instead, I ended up in a job that I hated, and it was my own damn fault. And those were the 5 things I learned from a job that I hated. It wasn't all doom and gloom, and I got some valuable experience. Which also leads me to my next video. But thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, add me to your LinkedIn, or even better, share my videos through your networks. Till next time, I'm Dr. Chris. Keep rocking.